আপনারা দেখছেন আইন বিষয়ক অনুষ্ঠান লিগ্যাল আওয়ার।
Lord, change our hearts. Actions are judged by their intention.
Viewers, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back after a short commercial break. I'm SYED RUMMAN with you. আমার সাথে আছেন আমাদের আজকের অতিথি ব্যারিস্টার সাইফুল ইসলাম। সাইফুল ভাই প্র্যাকটিস করছেন সিভিল অ্যান্ড কমার্শিয়াল and also Saiful Bhai practicing in the 3 Dr. Johnson's building chambers. So Saiful Bhai, we were talking about trust. We had one caller who asked about the trustees, whether the trustees have the ultimate power, and you were actually answering the question. So I have also one question, and then if you can add up something with that.
He wanted to know the difference between a charitable trust and a charitable trust foundation.
Exactly.
Okay? And of course, there isn't such a difference in law.
In law, yeah.
It's what is, they've just named it that.
Yeah.
And of course, they would have defined it in the document normally. But the point I'm making is that the caller said that there are certain people in some communities, they abuse these understandings and interpretations and so forth. So hence he wanted to know the difference. And what I was saying was that, yes, it's true, I have encountered similar situations. People go on assumptions and common knowledge and they ignore what has been agreed. A constitution is in actual fact an agreement between the people that are involved in the community. So for example, constitution of a masjid would be the agreement between the members and so forth. And that is an agreement. So if, for example, by agreement, some role of the trustees are limited, some people are given more powers than others, then that is an agreement. As long as that agreement is approved by the Charity Commission, then that is final. Okay? So the point I'm making is that the Constitution is to be followed at all times unless something is not allowed by law. And because Charity Commission has approved it, we can assume that there is nothing that says we cannot.
That's a very good point. If the Charity Commission approves, then that's the final actually.
That's
that means, it is right.
Allow me to give you an example. There is another situation where we limited, in a particular constitution, we limited the role of the trustees, or rather we had a clause in there saying that the trustees cannot be employees, or the trustees cannot take remuneration, wages for doing anything for the trust and so forth. But according to the charity laws, trustees are able to take reasonable remuneration. Trustees can be employed, provided the right steps, checks are made and so forth. They can be. But in the Constitution, the clause said trustees cannot be employed. That means that even though the law says the trustees can be employed, in your organization the trustees cannot, because you yourself by agreement you have limited that. So it goes back to this the original point I made, and that is the Constitution is the agreement, and look at the definitions, look at the roles of each and the other in the Constitution. You only go to the other aspects of the law where the Constitution is silent. But the starting position must be the Constitution.
Thank you very much. I think viewers who are watching this program, if you have any doubt about this issue, I think that has been resolved. Thank you very much, Saiful Bhai. Saiful Bhai, we're talking about actually your practice areas and some of the aspects of laws, but I'm particularly interested about your personal life at the moment, because this show is not all about what callers are actually asking or calling to the studio, or what guidelines we are giving to them. It's about also knowing our lawyers in the community who are actually successful. So I personally obviously know you, and I'm very much inspired by you. I can tell that on the TV, obviously, and I'm also very much privileged to have you here today. But could you actually tell our viewers that your success story. How did you become a successful barrister?
Successful barrister. What's one of them? Well, I mean, look, initially I wasn't in law. When I left school at the age of 16, I didn't go straight to college. I didn't follow the normal route.
Okay.
I just left school at the age of 16 and started doing other jobs, initially in an accounts department, and then in a particular company, and then in a sales department, and then I moved on to working for a restaurant as a waiter after the 1992 recession and so forth. And then obviously there came a time when I was about 21, so alhamdulillah still young at that stage, but at the age of 21 I felt that it was too late. Okay. As many 21-year-olds do nowadays, I think. But alhamdulillah, someone helped me, guided me, advised me, and pushed me into it and said, look, do something. And law is something I liked, I admired. I cannot explain why. I don't know why, but it's something I liked. And so I decided to get back into education with the intention of studying to be a lawyer. And I just worked hard. I followed the advice of those who knew better than me. And I worked hard. And of course, even after qualifying as a lawyer, you must work hard. Because my view is, and contrary to the views of many that I've come across, sometimes people think, right, I have done the degree, I've got the right result, I've got the LPC or BPTC or whatever, I've done that, I have now qualified, I have reached my destination. Okay? I take a different view. And the view is that, in actual fact, you have taken these steps to qualify, and that really is your starting position.
Exactly.
Okay? And therefore, for you to progress, you must work equally hard. Okay? And so, alhamdulillah, I believe that anyone, there's nothing special about me, anyone who is willing to, anyone who has a vision, and they're willing to work hard to get to their destination, inshallah, there's no reason why they shouldn't. Okay?
So and it is very interesting to know about your thought and your view. Also, if you can tell us something about one of the organization you're actually running, also British Bangladeshi lawyers.
Okay.
So
well,
I'm very much interested about this. I think as lots of our callers and on Facebook even, people know that you are coming today. So people know that you are coming today. So they'll be interested to know about British Bangladeshi lawyers, that organization, which is I'm part of it as well.
Well, basically, it was in 2013. 2013, last year, April. First time I learned how to use WhatsApp. And so I had a few, and of course at that time I also learned how to form a group, because people kept putting me in groups and I kept coming out, and this is what happens.
So one second, sorry, I will just interrupt you now. We have a caller, probably would like to know something about you. Let me see who is with us. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Hello. Hello, assalamu alaikum.
ওয়ালাইকুম সালাম।
আপনি একটু জোরে কথা বলবেন, আমরা শুনতে পাচ্ছি না।
জি ভাই, আমার একটা প্রশ্ন আছিল।
জি, প্রশ্নটা করেন।
আমি যে আমার ইনডিফিনিট লিভ ভিসা পেয়েছি, তো
বোন, আমি কি একটু বলতে পারি?
জি।
অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ আপনি আমাদেরকে ফোন করার জন্য। আনফরচুনেটলি আমরা আজকে ইমিগ্রেশন নিয়ে আলাপ করছি না, আমরা সিভিল অ্যান্ড কমার্শিয়াল ব্যাপার নিয়ে আমরা আলাপ করছি। তো আপনার যদি সিভিল অ্যান্ড কমার্শিয়াল নিয়ে কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকে আপনি করতে পারেন। আনফরচুনেটলি আজকে ইমিগ্রেশন ইস্যু আমরা ডিসকাস করছি না। তো আমার সিনসিয়ার অ্যাপোলজি যে আমি আপনার কোয়েশ্চেনটা আসলে নিতে পারছি না। আপনার কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন আছে সিভিল অ্যান্ড কমার্শিয়াল নিয়ে? হ্যালো, আমার মনে হয় কলার কে আমরা হারিয়ে ফেলেছি। So sorry for interruption.
Yes.
Apni, if you can carry on, please.
Okay. So as I said, 2013 April, I, whenever I encountered a British Bangladeshi lawyer in court or whatever, I had this desire to sort of know them.
Okay.
Because it's like you go to court, you come across many lawyers, your opponents, and hello, and you do the case, and then goodbye, and that's the end of it until you meet again. But whenever I came across a British Bangladeshi lawyer, we sort of spoke a little bit more, got to know each other a little bit better, because you've got this inclination.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So through that, I had a few friends already made in the legal profession, barristers and solicitors who I knew. And I knew obviously how to create groups in WhatsApp. I thought, right,
you learned.
So let's put my friends together. So I put the few lawyers that I knew, put them together, and formed a little group. Yeah. And from that point onwards, obviously the idea grew, and we, a few of our other friends, they had knew other lawyers. Yeah. We brought them on, and then. I became ambitious. Okay. And that's when I started searching out for lawyers, British Bangladeshi lawyers, through the Law Society website, through the Bar Council directory and so forth. Anyone with the name of Rahman, Uddin, Ali, and Begum, and Mia. That's Bengali.
So you thought Bengali.
Exactly.
They're Bengali.
So I invited people individually, and alhamdulillah, in our British Bangladeshi lawyers group, we now have over 100 lawyers. We've got solicitors, barristers, trainees, pupils, law students, and so forth. And alhamdulillah, the purpose really of the group is to network and to get to know each other, to befriend, to share information between us that benefits us all, to help each other, and so forth. So it's working, and obviously the people we have in the group are great. They love the idea and they think it's brilliant, and obviously this is the reason why we're still together. And inshallah, I'm obviously happy that it is a success, and I'm hopeful that it will basically, it will stay for many years to come.
Yeah, inshallah. But I have a particular question on this. You particularly mentioned that you started from WhatsApp. So was there a particular reason of creating WhatsApp group instead of Facebook group or all other groups?
Well, Facebook, I do use Facebook sometimes, but I haven't really used it enough to know a lot about the things you do on Facebook. But WhatsApp was the first thing that I learned about, and the first time I knew that you could create groups, and they were more instantaneous because it's on mobile, you've got mobile numbers, and so it's like having a group of people that you can contact instantly. You send a message, everyone sees it instantly. So it was only that. Obviously, we're no longer on WhatsApp. We are now on Telegram. The reason being is that WhatsApp only allows up to 50 members. On Telegram, obviously, we can have, I'm told, up to 200, which means that we can all be in one group together. And we have that, and alhamdulillah, it's wonderful. It
is wonderful. Also, I would like to know if you have any, as you said before, you became very ambitious about this, about BBL. So the abbreviation is BBL, British Bangladeshi Lawyers. So do you have any future plan to do something for the community through this group?
Well, before I go on to that, if I could very quickly explain the other group that we have, which is the student group specifically.
Please.
I recall the days when I was at university. I did not know a single qualified lawyer. I remember once coming across a lawyer who, at that time I was working part-time at an Indian restaurant.
Sorry, Saiful Bhai, if I can interrupt you. Sorry, Indian restaurant, from there we'll start again. So I'm going to call hello, assalamu alaikum.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Hello.
Hello, আপনার টিভির ভলিউমটা আপনি কমাইয়া আমরা লগে মাতুন প্লিজ। হ্যালো হুন্ডানি ভাই, হ্যালো Can you hear me? আমরা কলারকে হারিয়ে ফেলেছি মাঝে মাঝে আসলে হারিয়ে ফেলি আমরা তো সরি Indian restaurant you're saying something please
at that time I was working in an Indian restaurant part-time because I was doing my degree course. The point I wanted to make was that I did not know a single qualified lawyer, whether Bangladeshi or otherwise. I did not know anybody personally. And therefore, I had no one to turn to for advice, guidance, whatever that I needed. But alhamdulillah, that didn't stop me because I took on the advice of my tutors and got the work experience. And alhamdulillah, it wasn't long before I got training and so forth after finishing my degrees. But so I felt that...
Sorry. Saiful bhai, again, চলে আসছে মনে কলার অনেকক্ষণ ধরে ট্রাই করছেন। হ্যালো, আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
হ্যালো, আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। আপনার টিভির ভলিউমটা কাইন্ডলি কমিয়ে দেন প্লিজ। Can you turn the volume down please? Your TV's volume. Hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I want to speak for 7 years children law. Hello.
Hello, জি শুনতে পাচ্ছি বলেন হ্যাঁ carry on please.
Hello.
হ্যাঁ hello yeah.
And I want another one is a quick question for 10 years illegal children here is born in this country. Is what is this before 10 years he apply 1 month or no for registration?
Hello, assalamu alaikum brother. Are you calling about immigration?
Are you calling about immigration? Yes.
Yeah. One thing that is you have to turn your TV's volume down. You need to listen to me. And second thing, unfortunately, we are not discussing about immigration law today. So we will not be able to answer your question today. Sorry, caller, আপনারা ভিউয়ার্স আপনারা যা দেখছেন আজকের প্রোগ্রাম আমাদের সাথে আজকে আছেন আমাদের সম্মানিত গেস্ট ব্যারিস্টার সাইফুল ইসলাম 3 Dr. Johnson's Buildings his chamber and he's specialized in civil and commercial law. So if you have any question on immigration today, please, we are not encouraging any immigration question related to immigration law. So আমি আপনাদের কাছে সিনসিয়ার অ্যাপোলজি চাচ্ছি সেই কারণে তো সাইফুল ভাই আমরা শুনছিলাম আপনার কথা সরি আপনাকে বারবার আমি ইন্টারাপ্ট করছি আমাদের আসলে কলাররা অনেক সময় তারা জানতে চান অনেক ব্যাপারে তো we have to maintain that contact as well. So if you can continue please.
So the point I want to make was that when I was at university many years ago there wasn't many lawyers or any lawyers that I knew that I could turn to for help or guidance and so forth. And therefore I had absolutely no information about what goes on in the legal profession through any contact. So after I created the British Bangladeshi Lawyers Group, I felt that this would perhaps we could then create a perfect platform for our British Bangladeshi lawyer students who would benefit from access to so many qualified lawyers, solicitors and barristers. If they want to become a barrister, they can speak to barristers and get advice and guidance, perhaps get some work experience, and the same for solicitors and so forth. So I created the student group.
Wonderful.
Because I felt that this is what I would have loved when I was a student. And I know that the students we have in our group, they love it. They have gone on work experience and so forth. And we also have qualified lawyers in the student group so that we're able to give the students the ongoing advice and guidance that they need and answer any questions they have. And of course, in these groups, we share legal updates and so forth. So, basically to share information that benefits all of us.
Okay, thank you very much. So, also...
your question was, do I have any ambitions?
Do you have any
plans for where it goes from here? No. We have over 100 members. Okay, I have, alhamdulillah, managed to put us all into one group. We now know each other. Some of us are very good friends with each other. Where we are prepared to do almost anything to help each other. We've become quite close. And of course, I think from here on, if it is to go further, and I believe it will, but it will happen in time, and I think it's the members, the people who will make that decision. I'm just happy and content with what we've achieved so far. Alhamdulillah.
So what I understand from here, you actually you started it, you initiated, and now it is the responsibility lies with the people who are in the WhatsApp Telegram group at the moment. So they will lead this organization, or they will take this organization forward. So,
well, I mean, of course, I will be with them.
Obviously,
the difference between taking it forward and where it is now is that in the group at the moment, nobody has any responsibilities.
Yeah.
Okay. They can just enjoy it, go with the flow, and share things, and be friends, and benefit from it, and of course, refer business to each other as well. When you talk about taking it further and formalizing it, that's when you need a commitment from people. You need time. You need funds, and that's when not everyone may be willing to commit. And this is why it must be a collective effort by everybody for it to go further. Failing that, I'm still content with where we are. And even if it continues as it is for many years to come, it's not a bad thing. We still know each other, and there are lots of things that we can do together, inshallah.
Thank you very much. Can I say, can I give you say thank you on behalf of all the students who have joined in the WhatsApp and Telegram group of BBL, and those who are watching, because it is such a fantastic idea. Viewers, those who are watching, and if there are actually, or particularly I would say, if there are any students who are studying law, you can obviously get in touch with Barrister Saiful Islam Bhai, so that you can be part of it, and this will be an unique opportunity for you to get in touch with all practicing lawyers. So thank you, Saiful Bhai, once again.
You're welcome.
We have to go for another short commercial break. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. After the break, we'll be back with you very soon. Till then, please stay with us. Thank you.
Lord, change our hearts. Actions are judged by their intention.